Oh my. Well, hello there, Benjamin James Magrdichian. This is Piano Talk. Have you been in it before? Well, it's here on a daily basis. Not really. I'm here on a daily basis. The live stream experience is here happening on a daily basis for at least 90 minutes a day, but it's not 90 minutes right now. Well, it might be. I'm not sure. Anyways, be part of it to be part of it and do be in the conversation if you want to be in the conversation. It is Piano Talk. There's a T. The platform YouTube and on TikTok and these places, they be spaces that are what you make them. Make it what you want to make it for yourself. If you want to make it fun for you, you can have fun for you. Honestly, I can't tell you what to do. And I can't tell you what's going to be fun for you. But I can at least tell you that I'm in this place and space for you if you're looking for it. And if you want to be in the conversation with everybody else that's face score. What? Anyways, I'm not necessarily gonna fixate on that stuff over yonder. Anyways, I'm a Benjamin, and you could be a Benjamin too, or you could just be someone else in general. I'm not sure what you're looking for when it comes to... Thanks for saying it's a nice outfit, Em. I do appreciate that. Hello to you too. It is nice to have the live stream happening for those that are looking for a place and space to hang out with me after potentially even watching that Super Bowl game that everyone was watching. This isn't necessarily a sports live stream experience because I'm not really good at talking about sports, but that doesn't mean I haven't talked about sports in the past. I really actually haven't. I don't talk about sports in my live stream, but we could talk about some sports in the live stream, I guess. Anyways, Miranda Rosanna's in the room. Shout out to Miranda. You're all the way in Kenya, so you don't know anything about the Super Bowl. Well, lucky you. Being from somewhere else in the world, it's nice to have people from all over the world in the live stream experience. If you are here having a good time, remember there's other people in the room too, and let's keep it PG. Let's keep it not overly fun. I don't want people to get exhausted in my streams, but I want people to feel amused. Anyways, the live stream experience is here for you if you're here for it, with it a live chat for you to be able to engage and interact. And if you're here on YouTube, there's moderators in this live chat. There's also moderators over here on TikTok. There's moderators on both. And there's also programs, algorithms, AI, bots in the live stream. So give a shout out to the bots. Be friendly to them. They're here doing what they can, policing the live stream experience, making it a place and space for us to be able to interact without necessarily freaking out about what's on the internet at times. You know, without those moderation tools, the internet would be a really, really ridiculous place. It is fun to kind of have the whole Wild West type of feeling, but not that intensely. It is nice to have the bots here. Thanks for the technology that are in the room here on TikTok and on YouTube. Shout out to all the tech that's in the room. That's right. If you're a bot or a program, even in the future, give yourself a pat on the back. Thanks for watching my live stream. What did you make? Question mark. Chris, what are you asking about? What did I make? Question mark what? Anyways, I just got home from watching from a Super Bowl party, and I'm here for you if you're here for me, but this is a place and space for you to interact with the others, and give a shout out to my moderators that are in the live stream experience as well. The live stream experience has moderators all over the place. I'm not sure what you're going to drop by, but we're here on YouTube and on TikTok with moderators that I do appreciate, and I want you to acknowledge and potentially even appreciate them too. Be like, go mods in the chat. Anyways, the live stream experience here on YouTube has mods like Brandon, Liz, Gabby, Peaceful Kevin, Sarita, Bonita, Danita, Bonita, Juliet, Miranda, Rosanna, Noah, Leo, Dougie, Lauren, Natalia, Jam, Ray the Gatekeeper, our River Otter Sea Otter of the group. That's right, she is. And we also have ourselves that Foxy Delita, and we've got ourselves a also known as a Little Mermaid, and a McGrath, an Iris McGrath to be exact, here on the YouTube, and those are the moderators. I do appreciate them. I don't know what you're going to drop by. I see people are here. Keep it PG and do have fun hanging out with me, but let's keep political and topical live stream topics out of the live stream experience. That's right. We're not necessarily going to talk about anything that's going to get people heated. It's just a place and space for us to be able to be silly and have some fun, if that's what you're looking for. But then again, I do end up talking about things regardless, because I'm Benjamin, and this is my live stream. I just don't want you guys talking about things in the chat that much. That's right. That's right, I'm saying it, but I do have my moderators that are helping me create space. If you are going to be a hater and a troll, and you're not necessarily going to be in for the whatever type of ride I do here on this live stream, maybe we'll something serious. I don't know. Anyways, I do talk a lot. Be here on TikTok happening about you being able to participate without them. Well, I here on TikTok are Mikey Milwaukee, Joe, Grant, and I only follow me, Vito, but not happy. We also have Jamie, right? And Alita. We also have Ray, our gatekeeper. She's like our river out of the group. She's can't really just like be committed to one of the oceans. She's basically a wild spirit, but she's here in the live stream experience, I guarantee it. Or she might not be, but I don't know if any of them are really here. At times, none of them show up, and sometimes all of them show up. It's really an interesting thing. But that's not all the moderators here on TikTok. We also have a watermelon known as Jennifer and Kajal, that foxy Citalita. Yes, that's right. She's also a Citalita. Anyways, I'm a Benjamin, and you could be a Benjamin, or you could just be someone else out there in the world having a fun time. It looks like Peaceful Kevin's in the live stream experience. I can talk fast if I want to talk fast. I can also talk. The tie's a bit tight, but you know what? I've been wearing it for hours, so I'm just going to wear it for a little bit longer. Anyways, the live stream experience wasn't just this one. There was one earlier. You can rewatch it on YouTube, because you can always rewatch my live streams. As I'm starting it up, I do tend to do this introduction where I'm like, here's my moderators. And I also remind you that you can follow me in these places and spaces like YouTube, TikTok. You can even follow me on Twitch, which I was going to live stream on, but that camera's dead, so I'm not necessarily going to do that. But that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. We're still here on YouTube and on TikTok, so don't you worry. Just hold my hand and let's walk through this. Let's have a good time. If you're looking to have a good time, you can also follow me on my Discord server. Be part of the conversation outside of the live stream. That's right. You can continue to talk to me and other people outside of the live stream experience on the Discord server. Follow that Discord server, and also feel free to follow me on Instagram. That's right, I'm on Instagram as well. Popeye's spicy chicken sandwich sounds so good right now. That does sound good, don't it? Anyways, I'm not eating that right now, but I did have that yesterday. Yes, I did. He went to Popeye's. What food did he end up making? All right, then keep my secret. I actually didn't go to Popeyes today. Is that what people are saying? Because I went to a Super Bowl party where I brought some appetizers, and there was hot dogs and nachos and Super Bowl food, which is it feels very generic. I don't know what you guys are having at your Super Bowls, but it's kind of like an American. It's just like an American kind of ensemble of things. And then, like there's the Americanized foods from other cultures. I don't know. I didn't cook anything really specifically today. I did do a live stream experience earlier today where I made some appetizers, and you can rewatch that live stream. I am here for you if you're here for me, but we're not necessarily doing like the, in Brazil for 3 days for skating, but hope you had a dope day. Who's in Brazil? Brazil. I have no memories going there, but I feel like I was acting like I did. So I just had to clarify. I've never been there. Oh, man. What's this, you ask? Oh, this is ice water, which happens to also be the unofficial live stream sponsor. That's right. We've got ourselves an unofficial live stream sponsor. Here in this live stream experience, it's water, ice water. It's there for you if you're looking for a hydrating drink, like ice water. It has that ice and the water mixed together for a little bit of time, and all of a sudden you get yourself a refreshing ice water drink that really brings that refreshing hydration. Can you play Touch by Cat's Eye, please? No, I cannot. I don't actually know how to play the piano. I just play it therapeutically, but this is piano talk. So I guess it's me talking and I play the piano a little bit like that. With you watching, with me interacting, I can read the chat and I am messages behind, it seems like. But we do have people talking about Slurm McKenzie, who's always fun to mention. And if you're not familiar with Slurm McKenzie, there's not a lot I can tell you. I don't know what to say, actually. You're either familiar or unfamiliar. So no dip? What was the dip for? He's rage baiting me. He won't tell me. Popeye's chicken sandwich sounds so good right now. Chris, am I rage baiting you? No more. What exactly are you asking me, Chris? Because I didn't know what to tell you about the Super Bowl. Yeah, the Super Bowl we didn't have a dip. There was just the orange chicken sauce. There wasn't like a dip. There was cheese to put on your nachos, and that was basically it. Did I say I had a dip? No more paratis. Yeah, no more paratis. Anyways, Chris, are you enjoying the live stream experience? Did that answer your question? I'm not sure what you were asking me then, because I didn't make a dip today, but I did make a live stream experience earlier for you to rewatch and see. I did have a chicken sandwich. I didn't get it spicy. No, I didn't. Peaceful Kevin, thanks for being here in the live stream experience on YouTube, and thanks for. Can you please play Touch Cat's Eye? Oh, I still can't play it. Can I have blue mods? I don't know how to by that. Yeah, you were talking about your avocado dip, and I was worried. Interested if you made some for today. No, Chris, I didn't want to make the avocado dip, but thanks for asking. I almost did do a live stream where I made a guacamole dip, as letting my audience know earlier today, while I did a live stream where I made an appetizer for the Super Bowl I went to today. Well, you could have went to a Super Bowl party too. Anyways, let's just move on with me also saying, it was fun to come up with a good appetizer to make, but I did the laziest of ones. It was all about the presentation, really, putting it out on the plates. But I did frozen foods instead of making something. So if you rewatch it, you're not watching me make something from scratch. I'm not really like cooking a bunch of stuff. No, I just kind of like made it easier. If that's a dip, then I'm a dip. Don't know what you're talking about, but I do appreciate Peaceful Kevin being in the room. Did you like the Bad Bunny halftime show? Yeah, I thought it was one of the best I've ever seen. Much better than last year's halftime show, that's for sure. I'm happy when we don't do. I've never been a huge fan of rappers. And no offense to rappers. There's some great rappers out there. I'm actually a fan of some rap, but all the rap I grew up with, nothing new, really, not really. And Bad Bunny, he just has good songs. So, like, songs like, dance to and stuff. But it was just fun and then the kids were dancing while the halftime show was going on, mimicking the dancers, which my nieces and nephews were just kind of basically running into each other too. And it kind of became more of a mosh pity type of feeling. But the halftime show was, like, laid out in a way that I had never seen it before, which also I feel like I needed that. Now, as someone that doesn't really watch sports, the Super Bowl is, something I only really watch for the halftime show, but I actually watch the whole game from kickoff to the end. And that means that pretty much every year, I've watched at least one football game every year since I've been alive. And it's a challenge to throw it in there, but I need to watch all 4 quarters in order for that to happen. And today was the day I did it. It's normally this episode. It's normally this show of football, the Super Bowl show. Yeah, episode. What was I thinking? Joe's here. Fantastic to have you here, Joe. I do appreciate you being in the live stream experience, and thanks for being in it with everyone jumping in and being part of a live stream that's here for you. If you're here for it, I do appreciate you jumping in and being within the live stream experiences. Joe is here. He's one of our moderators. Give him some respect and also give him a shout out. Joe, thanks for dropping by and thanks for being here. It is always nice to have one of the mods just jump in and be like, yo, I'm here. If you are a moderator and you haven't let me know you're here, you should let me know. I'll give you another shout out. Or you could just watch, be a fly on the wall. I'm not sure what you're looking for when it comes to the entertainment that you need to consume right now, and maybe you don't necessarily want to interact in the chat. And I'm not always sure why people want to be moderators, because it seems like a job. But I do appreciate people coming in as moderators and doing the things that need to be done. Find out what it means for you. Peaceful Kevin's looking for the type of respect in his life that he's looking for that means something to him. And he's saying that in the chat over there on YouTube. Over there on TikTok, but here on YouTube, I'm letting you know that he's saying it on the TikTok, but he's also here on YouTube. One of our mods, that is. Thanks for the Ruby. I do appreciate that gift over here on YouTube. The live stream experience isn't going to last forever tonight. This is just piano talk. We're going to talk a little bit about, we don't normally talk about topical things, but I was dazzled and entertained today as I watched the halftime show on Super Bowl. Not really watching the actual Super Bowl. I've watched the Patriots play in a Super Bowl so many times that I'm just kind of like, whatever. Come on. Like, the Patriots were cool at one point in time, but they've been to so many Super Bowls. I'm just, they don't really need to, we can let that team retire for a couple of years. It's just, I guess it's really patriotic, but, it's more fun when you got different logos jumping in and stuff. I'm about the entertainment. I don't like it to feel the same. It's lagging bad. Yeah, it's lagging bad. There's not a lot I can do about it unless I open up the chat. If you can't hear me, all of my microphones are on. You might need to refresh the live stream experience. This has happened to people before, so do feel free to be in it. Can you? It's Farage. I wasn't expecting Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga was one of the best parts of the halftime show. I will say that. That was like really great. And I understand some people like thought that it'd be like weird to have, you know, people on stage. I don't know. It just seemed like people were really being mean to this Bad Bunny character that is an American. Anyways, it isn't necessarily going to be a political live stream. A couple got married. Yeah, did they actually get married? I was wondering about that. I need to actually look into that. I wanted to just Google search it. Eventually I should turn this screen into just a laptop display so I could look things up and we can do piano talk and serious talk. Maybe we do a serious talk. I don't want to talk about politics though. People love talking about politics. A couple got divorced. Oh, right now? Like, you're at a divorce? They probably actually did. They maybe did. They could have gotten paid to act like they got married too. Well, it was kind of a story because he proposed to her at the beginning of the show, and then they got like, and then they were dancing later on in the show together, and then they ended up getting married, and then they were dancing again, and it was kind of like the story of their love, right? I don't know. Regardless, it was a lot of fun. Is that Stephatron in the room? It's nice to have the Said with Melody drop by, as she does on occasion. It's always nice to spot her. She's like one of them rare birds. If you're a bird watcher, if I was a bird watcher, what type of birds would I be watching? Would they be like good birds? Like, would they be nice to each other, or would they be like mean birds that were like doing things to each other or like hurting other animals and stuff? Maybe hunting. I'm not sure. Would I be a like bird that eats a whole bunch of berries? I'm not entirely sure. I'm just verbalizing these things because you guys can let me know what you think. I mean, I'm not necessarily looking for any specific answer. You're a casual viewer for sure. Nice to see you're living. Yes, it is always nice to be alive. I was going to start this live stream a little bit earlier, but when I did get home, Grandma wasn't doing that well, so I did have to spend some time in the house. But it's okay. She's fine now. As I am documenting my life, it's basically a video blog, and it is the day of the Super Bowl. I did do an earlier live stream for you to be able to rewatch that had me making the appetizers that I took with me, and it was fun to sit down. And honestly, there was a moment when we started watching it. They did the kickoff, and I just immediately just blurted out, "This like I don't know if I could do this." I have a really hard time sitting down to watch sports. So for me to commit and to actually sit down and to watch sports takes a lot out of even me mentally, because I have to like really prepare myself. I just don't do that. I'm down to watch a movie. I'm down to watch TV shows. I could sit down and watch a ton of movies in a row. I just like can't always care about people jumping and hitting each other and throwing things and grabbing balls and throwing balls and flags and cards. It was football, so I could confuse you a little bit, make it, but then I get cold. Did you also see Kid Rock halftime show? No, I didn't see the Kid Rock halftime show. I really don't like listening to his music so much. I kind of explained it earlier. I mean, not earlier in this live stream, but Kid Rock kind of like it's a timepiece type of musician where he doesn't really make new music. It's like stepping back. It's kind of the appropriate music. I find Kid Rock's music a little more inappropriate than Bad Bunny's. Bad Bunny's at least speaking in Spanish, which is also like misleading to some degrees. But Kid Rock's just straight out saying things that are like not necessarily like the best of valued things. I heard that it did well though. I did read that it was able. No, I read that it did pretty poorly actually. It only got about 4 million viewers watching it. I do work within the entertainment industry, so I'd like to try to keep up with things, and that's going to be an updated stat tomorrow. But it doesn't look like it made any sort of dent because there's usually over hundreds of million viewers to tuning in to the Super Bowl every year. Of halftime show means that it didn't even get I like, maybe like not listen to the songs. Kid Rock honestly has pretty. We're not talking anything political, but in this day and age, with all this like, and it was okay to have lyrics that were more so hinting towards that type of stuff. There's some things between the lines that are debatable. I like the sad country. You like the sad country? I don't understand. I took my glasses off, but I do see people are here interacting in the chat. Um, but it is a live stream experience where we were, here earlier, and we're back for piano talk. We're not necessarily talking about anything too important, but I guess today we are going to be talking about topical things because we're talking about the Super Bowl, which kind of brings in some political talk, but we're not necessarily going to be talking about things from a political standpoint that is not necessarily like at least obviously talking about the numbers and the source of entertainment and the value of the artists. Yes, we're not necessarily talking about political views or anything like that. I don't want to talk about that. Let's just talk about the art. Kid Rock's a lot older and sings with songs. I don't know what type of songs he sang at this thing. In fact, you know what? Look him up. I'll look up the songs he sang because sometimes his lyrics are actually very much so not appropriate. I used to listen to him. He doesn't sing songs that are like appropriate. He also is kind of I don't actually I have not heard any as an artist I don't know if he does more. Was this his first concert in a long time? Does he normally do concerts? I really don't know. I'm not following him. But as a musician and like as I do enjoy so well, it looks like all the articles that are coming out are really bashing on Kid Cudi being less American than Bad Bunny, which is interesting. Oh, people are going to be upset about that tomorrow. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that are going to have a lot of opinions. But the thing is, the numbers can always be changed by people showing up to get a view count. And if people don't do that, then because I'm sure it'll be rewatchable for a while. If people don't do that, and the Super Bowl's actual ratings won't come out till tomorrow. But then they'll also the Super Bowl million. He likes to prioritize those in his TikTok live streams. Johnny, a second live stream. It's fun to see you here and being part of it. He's too insecure to read his chat. Johnny, please, thanks for mentioning it. I made sure to read your comment out loud. Kind of contradicts the comment. But I do appreciate you coming in and coming into the live stream experience with the energy that is kind of confusing. But we are talking about Bad Bunny and Kid Rock. Kid Rock, the guy who has a lyric in his song telling people that he really likes to date women under age. And then Bad Bunny, who does have like Spanish words it's like dirty songs, but it's dirty songs towards adults, not towards people that are underage. He's not like saying I'm gonna take that underage girl. No, that's what Kid Rock does in his songs, which was in that alternate. I guess it's just the audience wants to hear that in that realm. That's why only 5 million people tuned in. I see people are saying things. Benjamin, how was the Bollywood movie last night? Kaylin, thanks for saying you're awake. Wait, Kaylin's asleep? The Bollywood movie was good. He wants me to say Kid Rock is a good person. Kaylin, I don't think that matters right now. We're not talking about whether Kid Rock's a good person or not. We're just talking about the artistry. As performers, as creators, I have worked in the entertainment industry since I was like 11, and I will say there is no debating it. Bad Bunny's performance at the halftime show was really fun to watch. They really brought great performers onto that stage and field. They had multiple stages and they moved around, and the dancers were incredibly well choreographed. That type of stuff is legitimately hard to do, and they pulled it off in a way that it was very, very fluid. A lot of things could have went wrong. Things could have broken apart. The whole thing could have been a disaster, but you know what? They all kept it together, and you could tell that they definitely had it on lockdown. Every single one of those dancers looked like they were happy to be there. which is important too. That means that every single artist that was involved in that, every single one of those dancers is considered an artist as well. Bad Bunny wasn't the only performer on that stage, and he knows that too. But he was the main headline. He also had Lady Gaga there, who's amazing as well, and someone that was told that she would never have a career because she didn't have the looks for it, which I always think back that, man, that girl must have had a really hard time. But look, she's there, and she's fantastic. Kid Rock, we'll get to him in a second. When it comes to Ricky, who else was there? There was one other artist that showed up that I was like, oh, I didn't know he was going to be there. The Shrubs were people. Who are the Shrubs? Do I like Green Day music? Actually, I still do like Green Day music because it's really nice. So Kid Rock song lineup. Which songs did he play? Right? I still need to know. I didn't know, but he did do the one that he says that he likes them young, which I still don't know why he would do that. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Let's see. Especially with the Epstein files coming out so recently, politically, that's not necessarily a good thing to throw into your songs. People shouldn't be shouting that out in an arena, and people shouldn't be shouting that out at home when all of that has happened. It seems like really out of touch, disconnected. I'm sure some people watched that and felt like they were doing the American thing, but is it the American thing to pursue women that are underage? Is that really where we've come to? That doesn't make sense. No, look at me getting more political on that one. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the artist itself, I'm just mad at Kid Cudi sometimes. Not Kid Cudi, Kid Rock. Yeah. Well, I am mad at Kid Cudi sometimes, but for other reasons. But we'll get into that later. But Kid Rock, his lineup is not disclosed, but it did say that some of the... I just don't want to read all of this because it's already like getting political. Thanks for being such a great viewer and participant of the live stream experience. We're going to take this charger. We need to turn this back on, and I need to take... This is the camera that should be on Twitch. But I need to get it up and I need to put it onto YouTube so then I can see YouTube. And in that way, YouTube will be monitored better. And by doing so, I'll be able to know when it loops. Love the outfit, super sharp. Oh, is that Cam jumping in? It's nice to have you here, Cam. Thanks for being here and thanks for giving me the compliments. The Dr. Pepper baby, I guess. The Dr. Pepper baby, it's good and nice girl was there. Who's the Dr. Pepper baby? The good and nice girl was there. I don't know who that is, but I do appreciate you being in the live stream experience. Letting me know that Dr. Pepper was somewhere. Of course, it's great to look it up. I'll go later. Anyways, we're here on YouTube and on TikTok. It's Piano Talk, which means I'm just talking and we're hanging out. We do have people letting me know how they felt about the artistry. It's on TikTok. Really honestly, how you feel about the musicians. I personally like Bad Bunny, and I do like their music. And Kid Rock, I did at one point like his music when I was younger. It just didn't age very well, and he does end up having themes in his songs. Letting them know it's not that's not cool. Bad Bunny doesn't do that in any of his songs, but he still. I mean, Kid Rock does have like the ability to have like the melody being very hypnotizing in some ways. It's fun to sing a lot of his songs growing up, but as a musician in today's age, he doesn't have to do it. It's weird people made a decision to not watch somebody specific. This is right. So that's weird. People were like, oh, I absolutely don't want to. I don't want to watch this guy. Watch him. Also, to see one of the best halftime shows that had a lot of people that were working on it. All American artists, none foreign artists, which is confusing to me. Once again, Bad Bunny's he's not English. Like, he's not from England. He's here in America, and that's just kind of how that works. But I do understand some people just don't like colored skin. I don't understand. Is it the color? It's a racial thing. It's just a racial thing. But that's political, and I don't necessarily want to fixate on that. I want to fixate on the music. Like Bad Bunny, he went from song to song, but also introduced other artists into his, I'm sure, haven't watched the Kid Rock one, so I really actually don't know. I probably should watch the Kid Rock one. I just don't really want to. I've seen Kid Rock enough growing up, and I saw him on The Simpsons, and I was really happy about that. I remember when he made it onto The Simpsons. It was a really big deal. I was a big Kid Rock fan when I was young, and it was more appropriate because he was also younger. He was dating Pamela Anderson. It was like on the tabloids. He was in crossword puzzles. It was really fun, but he didn't age very well within the community. He didn't continue to do things and make new music. He played his same songs. I don't know if that's true. Did he make new music? We got to find that out. Comes from the insane privilege being Apple in this day and age is just cowardly and shameful. I don't know what you're talking about. People are made. Oh, where was the president? Normally, like the president's not as into the pop culture and as involved in things as they are now. It's better to have more separation from the government and from what we're doing. When the government gets involved in too many things, it tends to be bad. That's something that we don't really want the man controlling everything. And when I say the man, I just mean the man in general. Although some people, for some reason, love having the government be involved in everything. I don't necessarily understand that. I think it is best when the government kind of has the rules and lets us kind of do our own thing and not conquer the news cycle with policies or anything, because it's just gibberish. As a society, we're going to lose our identities, and we're always just going to talk about whatever's happening outside with our badly paved roads and trains that aren't being built. Man, I really want that bullet train. I'm here in California. I don't know if you want a bullet train, but I do. And I wanted it like 5 years ago. I was told I'd get it on 2020. And you know what? I voted for it in 2008. And we don't talk about things too topical, too political in the live stream. But today's the exception because I really do want that. I really do want that. How can we make that happen? Like, it would be fun. I thought that by the time I remember voting for it, and I was like, oh, hopefully it finishes sooner, but it'll probably finish a couple years later. But it's like nowhere near being complete at all. I was expecting to be able to use it to go to San Francisco in under 2 hours, right? That's what we voted for. Why though? Why does Kid Rock still release new music? Let's find this out. Because Bad Bunny's a current artist, so you could have watched his halftime show and been exposed to new music, and also been exposed to new artists as well. But you could have potentially had something to follow into to also get exposed to new things. Kid Rock, it's always best when it's like people that are in the now. Does Kid Rock release new songs, or when was his most recent album? So he released a song in February of 2026, but it's a cover of a song called Till You Can't. He also released one song in 2022. Oh, it's his farewell. It's his farewell. It's his farewell tour. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay, so he's going to stop performing this year. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, to be honest, he should bow out now. He's not necessarily one of those artists that is kicking with the... his songs have themes that aren't necessarily... I do like that he has a lot of quotes saying, "Give your life to Jesus." He has no songs that talk about honoring God. None of his songs are actually doing that. He could write a couple Christian songs. He is a musician. I don't know what he's doing with his career. With Bad Bunny, let's see, does Bad Bunny have a new album coming out? We did that for Kid Rock, so let's do that for Bad Bunny. Remember, we're not talking about political things in this live stream. We're just talking about the artists. We have Bad Bunny and we have Kid Rock, who did two halftime shows today. I don't really want to talk about sports, so we're not going to talk about how the teams did because I don't know how to do that. But like, it is a live stream experience that I was going to try to talk about sports, but I can't. I don't know what to say. Also, that game was weird. That wasn't a fun game to watch. Majority of the points were scored. The Super Bowl. Majority of the points were scored through like kicking, which it's not soccer. It's football. Yeah, do you understand? It's a good joke, right? Anyways, does Bad Bunny have a new album coming out soon? Let's find out. Does Bad Bunny have a new album? Oh, he released one in. Oh, right, he released one last year, so I would say later. But that makes sense. He'll probably release one. I mean, he's 17 songs. I will say there are some songs I still have not heard from his. I've heard everything that's like popular, but I haven't necessarily just sat and listened to his album all the way through, which is something I used to do when I was younger because I was in high school and I had the time to do it. I haven't necessarily done that with musicians anymore. In fact, I kind of miss doing that when a musician would release an album and I'd just listen to the whole album. It's something you do when you're younger more often, but as an adult, it doesn't. I can still do it too, but I'm not necessarily saying that that's. He's on tour for said album. That makes sense. Okay. So I would assume we'd get another album from him in the next couple of years because this guy doesn't look like he's going to stop. He's made some pretty good music, and I do look forward to continuing to be a fan as he is moving with the times. But he does have heavy themes in his songs, but they're all targeted towards other adults, where Kid Rock's basically talking to people that are under 18 and that are rebellious, because that's also when he became really well known. He was young when he made his debut, right? I remember like looking at him as if like he was just like, actually I don't remember. How old is Kid Rock? He's 55. Yeah. All right. I mean, when did Kid Rock release his first album? November 27th, 1990. Okay, yeah, it was a very different time. So, yeah, he was young when he started to actually put things out there on the map. Yeah. Well, I guess it makes sense, but see, the thing is, people are like, oh, he was giving shout outs to God. He gives a shout out to the devil. It's devil without a cause. I mean, he has albums that are titled, it's just, I've listened to his music before. He could say, thank you to God at the end of one of his songs, but in his songs, he's not, preaching. He's not saying really good things. And, Bad Bunny also, who isn't white, which might have something to do with some people not necessarily being fair with him. He talks about things in his songs too that aren't necessarily appropriate, but they're geared towards his audience that is adults. Whereas in Kid Rock was definitely singing songs that are geared towards the youthful demographic for partying and for being outrageous. And yeah, interesting, right? I don't necessarily know. Bad Bunny does say thank you to God and all the blessings in his music. Oh no, Celeste, I was saying Kid Rock doesn't. I didn't say Bad Bunny doesn't do that. I said Kid Rock doesn't. He hates him because he's not. No, you know what? I'm saying in comparison. Oh, well then why did you say no, Ben? No, when I read that, it read like I thought you were correcting me. Actually, say that Bad Bunny doesn't say anything good in his songs. I'm saying he has usually heavy themes, but Kid Rock definitely only says bad things in his songs, rooted towards a young audience that is partying and has titles of albums after the devil and does not mention God or Jesus in any of his lyrics. I know I'm a big Kid Rock fan from when I was younger, and I know that he wasn't doing that. But you're saying that generally does talk about blessings in life. Wait, Ben, you're still on this topic. Yeah, we're talking about the halftime show. Kid Rock talks about partying. Yes, Celeste. So Celeste is just re-clarifying the things I've already said in the chat. So she's agreeing with me. Bad Bunny is a kid who loves his island. Yes. If you're coming into the live stream experience and I see we got new people jumping in and being part of it, do feel free to let me know how you felt about the halftime show. We're talking about them as artists. We're not talking about it from a political standpoint, even though that kind of bleeds into it and it's an unfortunate situation. But if you like music that is only speaking to you specifically, do you feel like Kid Rock was speaking to you specifically? Because he normally has party songs for the youth. So if you were watching it and you're like in my age group, do you feel like, he really still had it? Like we are like, I'm just curious. In general, do you feel like it seemed appropriate? Even though it seems ridiculous for me to say that. Some of his songs seem absolutely inappropriate. But we were talking about this when we were at the, when we were at the, we were just like sitting around at the table while we were also kind of watching the rest of the game, which kind of sucked. Did anyone else really invest in the teams? Because even the people I was with, so back to talking about the game, the people no one really cared about who won. Were people watching the Super Bowl today, and were people really? I think Benito loves God, his family, his island, and good food. That's what life is about. Well said. Yes, that is true, Celeste. Not a Kid Rock fan, but what about Only God Knows Why? Oh, I forgot about that. Wait. Let's see. Well, yeah. No, it's still not an appropriate song. I mean, he doesn't do anything that, like, Bad Bunny would do with as much recognition. It's still not. Read the lyrics. Like, it's just like, eh. Yeah, well, I guess kind of. I mean, the themes within his music really, as an artist, I'm just like, eh. This was very dated for the 90s, but it doesn't age well with society now. So it's gonna not age very well in the long run. But I forgot about this song. It's not very popular. Or it wasn't one that I listened to very frequently. Even though it did do well, this isn't one that I was like into a lot. There's just a lot of music out there. When we were younger, you had to have the CD. And if you had a burned CD, it had like a couple of songs from that artist. But there are some artists that I definitely listened to when I was younger that I never had their actual album because it was expensive. You had to have the CD player, then you had to have the CDs for each of the different musicians. You had to kind of pick your genre. Now you can listen to everything. Oh, you're a little old? That's okay. You can be old. You can be in the live stream. Well said. Burn CD. Oh my God, throwback. I know, right? Who remembers them burn CDs? This is Piano Talk, so we're going to let the conversation be as random as we can let it. Even though Bad Bunny does deserve a shout out, along with the musicians that helped also put on that show and all the dancers that were performing perfectly, in my opinion. There was a couple of times where I was like, wow, they really practiced. And that is dedication. That is some real dedication, especially since they had to practice the walkthrough of it. The camera operator also had to walk the entire time. So that means that they really needed to have the layout be on like a strict protocol to have everything actually move fluidly. So that's some great production right there. That is just some good production. I'd like to know the people that actually were in charge of the production aspect of it too, because that is some hard work right there. Those camera operators, shout out to the camera operators that worked at the halftime show at the, Super Bowl. Not that other one. The Super Bowl, the NFL. Anyways, it's fun to have people jump in and be part of the conversation. Wouldn't let CD in the house. She wouldn't let you guys burn CDs in the house. You became a computer hacker. Oh, right, because we had to start downloading things. I remember when I started to download music. Gosh, that was so funny. Because, like, you would be, like, sitting there being, like, trying to figure out what to get, talking to people on AIM. Anyways, this live stream experience is Piano Talk. It's here for you if you're here for it. We're not necessarily talking about politics. I know people love to talk about politics and love to talk about the man and the government that is always, overstepping, but it does seem like people aren't talking that way anymore. People like really want the government to be involved in conversations and not understepping, always being involved and being there or something, which makes no sense to me. I mean, didn't we used to all come together and say that we didn't want the government to necessarily interact so much, kind of like that separation of church and state? But then again, I don't always know what's happening in the political world, so I can't really weigh in. But it is weird that, people didn't want to watch this artist and all the other artists that worked so hard at the halftime show. And I'm sure people did give a lot of effort and a lot of dedicated work to the other halftime show that happened with Kid Rock. But, Kid Rock apparently is on his farewell tour. I don't know if this is good for him, but it might have been. Some people say that it was really only for dedication to someone who passed away, which I forgot who that person was. But other people, or did they? Was it? No, it was. It was a. Yeah, I don't know. Regardless, yeah. There's definitely a statement there that I don't want to make, but oh, they wanted their own. Well, I don't know. Oh, thanks for letting me know that you are appreciative of me sharing my opinions and thoughts on the topic. I'm not necessarily letting them all come out because I don't really want to be like necessarily like trying to communicate all of what I'm thinking a lot of the time. When it comes to politically, I try to also just take a step back because I feel like people put too much pressure on it, which makes me feel anxious. And I don't normally feel anxious anymore, especially since I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. No nicotine for this, Benjamin. Anyways, if you're dealing with things in life and you want to just kind of zone out and watch my live streams, come back another night because I tend to just have it be more fixated on being silly and not talking about anything too topical. If you're triggered by sports and you're upset that your team lost, well, this live stream experience is also kind of reminiscing a little about the halftime show and the performance of those that played in the game of football, also known as American soccer. No, American football. Wait, no. What's the other name we have for it? So then it doesn't get confused with soccer. Thanks for that. I do appreciate that. Sarah, it's nice to have you in the live stream experience, providing that feels like an excuse to have their own. Oh, actually, Celeste is right about that. Can you have Mario Kart in the background? Yeah. I can. You want to eat with me? Mellow, you gum with me and act like you're eating? Please? Please? You want it? Okay, so Celeste, you can eat with me. Kiki, you're gonna eat with us too? Come on, Kiki. Aww. Kiki. Please, Kiki. Please. Can you go to McDonald's for me, Kiki? And get me, can you get me fries? I just want fries. No ketchup. I just want to eat them when they're hot. You ate chicken pot pie? That's why I'm awake? Okay, good. That's good enough. Mm-hmm. Some orange chicken and some mini tacos. I made them earlier in a different live stream experience. Do feel free to watch it when you want. Mm-hmm. Now you're hungry? Well. That is my fault. I hope. Well, should I do Fortnite? People want me to play Fortnite? Girl, get snack. Oh, girl, get a snack. Oh, I thought you were telling her to get sick, which I thought was funny. I was going to say, Peaceful Kevin wants you to get sick, but apparently he said, girl, get a snack. Which he's right. Get a snack. Can we draw again? Have you played with the new update? No. On Fortnite? No, I haven't. We should let it update, but we'll do that tonight. We'll let it update tonight. I think that it's probably a big update, or is it not a big update? Did they change the map? It's cute. What type of cute? You mean like it's a heart-shaped island or something? Or there's just lots of hearts all over the place? Or there's people that are just like loving each other to a degree, beating hearts as one? Beating hearts are one type of feeling? Or what is it? What's going on? Yeah, I do like Mario Kart. So it's also fun to play Mario Kart. You know, I still haven't beaten one of those races. I haven't even done all of these ones yet. You see that they haven't even been completed. I'm going through mirror mode first and kind of failed a couple of times. But yeah, we're just going down the line. Heart things? Heart-shaped storms. That is nice. It'll give me the hope for love. I'm Benjamin, and I'm here Dr. Master Years, looking for that special lady while also providing you an opportunity to hang out with me and to also get to know me and me get to know you and us get to know each other and us have some fun and maybe not necessarily get too preoccupied with feelings and stuff like that. And you can just have some fun being within it. It is hard for me to make the live stream experience a place for everyone to be in it, so I'm not going to be able to accommodate everybody, but I'll try my best to accommodate as many of you as possible to make the live stream experience a very special and place for you to be able to revisit and get to know other people here and potentially even get to talk to me. But if you don't get along with me, don't force yourself to come into the live stream experience to force a friendship. Forced friendships never work. Except for the one with my friend that I'm not going to mention his name. That one was really, that's a forced friendship, and he's pretty much stuck with me. But there's pretty much nothing you can do now. I do have family members also that are probably feeling the same way, maybe. I'm hitting walls. It's not looking good, guys. Anyways, the live stream experience is me getting to know you, you getting to know me as I do my live streams. I give you the opportunity to hang out with me and the others in the room, along with the Discord server, as it being a place for you to get to know me and others. You can hang out there as well. I do hope you take the time to join in and be part of the conversation on the Discord server. If you do join in over there, be mindful that there are rules. It's the first channel at the tippity top of the Discord channel. There is a channel. Well, at the Discord server is a channel called Rules. Read those rules. There's like 9 of them. And it's not necessarily going to be me listing the rules every time because I don't really want to do that. But I do want to give you an opportunity to hang out with me and all the others outside of it. It's more important for you to follow those rules on the Discord server than it is here. Here, you can talk to me live and we can kind of get past things, and I can, tell you not to talk about that and this, and plenty of warnings are totally appropriate, except for when people are talking about politics. I can get a little, because politics, it gets weird, and sometimes I do see that people within my live stream experience also can get rage baited by other people. So I try to really make sure that that's not happening. But I'm not always going to be perfectly muting and taking care of the live chat. That's why we got the greatest of moderators here. I do appreciate my moderators even on the Discord server. Let's give them a shout out. Next up, live stream experience. Let's see, did it get, we're checking to see, oh, there we go. All right, so now we're live on YouTube and on TikTok again. Do I think Michael Jackson? No, I don't think about Michael Jackson. But thanks for, well, I mean, sometimes I listen to his music still, but I don't think about Michael Jackson. There is some weird things that Michael Jackson ended up, like, putting on himself. He did interviews that basically made it so then, you know what, there's some great documentaries to watch about it. Watch those documentaries. I know, you'll look into it. And also how interesting everything's connected to each other. You realize everything's really about money. Some people made accusations, and I do believe that Michael Jackson is really just someone that was a target because he was just so rich, Anyways, I do enjoy being here with you. Hopefully you enjoy being here with me. I got a little bit of a snack, and we do have me taking my victory laps. And I think since I gotten first on that one, we're just going to view the highlight reel. Right? We could watch like the entire thing over and over again. And you can be enjoying it if you want to be enjoying it. ML was, yeah. Michael Jackson had a really hard life and became very rich, almost too rich. And Butterflies by Michael Jackson is your favorite song? Oh, that's such a great song to pick. I think mine's Beat It. Yeah. Oh. It's beautiful how music can bring people together, too. Michael Jackson went to Brazil to film a music video. And this is true. The government, didn't want him to go there to film the music video on the streets. And, I see that. Let's see if it works again. Tacos. You turned off the Super Bowl after you were done watching the Bad Bunny concert? I think it's so funny when I watch other people doing their live streams while I also do my live stream. It's weird being here on the internet at times, but it's also a lot of fun. Thanks, Kiki, for being such a viewer and for monitoring the live streams. I did a 50-minute live stream earlier today, and I'm going to at least be here for another 30 minutes. But we are going to stop the live stream before 10:30 because it is Sunday, and I need to get ready for tomorrow. And I need to have my week be on a good start, and hopefully you also have your week on a good start. That is, doing the right things, maybe eating Reese's before you go to bed, maybe not eating Reese's before you go to bed. Maybe you want to eat tacos, maybe you don't want to eat tacos. Maybe you just want to listen to my voice and fall asleep in that cozy bed that you're already all snuggled up in. Snuggle, wuggle, wuggled. Anyways, the live stream experience has me being real excited at times. I was talking real fast earlier today because I got a lot of energy, but I do actually still. I'm going to get what I want. Shoes. Peaceful Kevin's buying shoes tomorrow. Everyone, give him your shoe recommendations. What's that? His shoe size. What, tongue twister? I guess it's a tongue twister. Shoe size. His shoe size is 2 sizes too small, so he needs to get new shoes. Yeah, I had a hard time saying it. But I got through it. Anyways, the live stream experience is really fun for me to make and create. I do see we got usuals coming back and being part of the conversation. Join me on a daily basis. Be a follower, because I do live streams every day to create the place and space. And there's a little bit of another place and space as of right now that's just a little place and space for you to be able to interact with me outside of my live streams. It's not really 100% maintainable, but it is maintainable due to the fact that I got great moderators over there on that Discord server. And that's right. TikTok, and is YouTube frozen? Because it feels like it is. Oh, wait, no, it's not anymore. Look at that. Anyways, the live stream experience is here for you if you're looking for it. And if you're not looking for it, well, you could be like Kate Bowers here, and you could just stay anyways and tap the screen. Actually, she's looking for it. I'm sure she was looking for me. She's one of my followers. Fun fact. Something I set today is if you don't want to be a moderator anymore, and you really don't want to be a moderator anymore, and you're here on TikTok and you're shy, maybe you don't want to tell me, maybe you just kind of want to do it yourself and you don't want to ask me to do it. The floor's sticky over here. Oh, I see what I just did. Stepped in. That's stupid. Anyways, something I dropped. And all you have to do is unfollow me. That's right. If you don't want to be a moderator anymore, you should follow me back right after, because I'll be hurt if you don't follow me like at all. But you could just unfollow me and it removes you as a moderator. So if anyone feels like they don't want to be a moderator here on TikTok anymore, you just unfollow me and it'll remove you as a moderator, or you remove me as a follower of yours. So if you decide to remove me as a follower of yours, that also will have the same effect. The reason we're doing this, and the reason I set it to that, is so then moderators can remove themselves if they want. And also if a moderator decides to be petty in any weird way where they kind of want to be actively trying to get my attention by potentially unfollowing me and refollowing me, or potentially even removing me as one of their followers, then this will immediately remove the mod status, which is weird to think that that would be, something you do to get my attention. But I get it. It's the internet. But it will remove your mod powers. You're extra petty. This is also me said with Melody know that if I make her a moderator here on TikTok, girl, it's in your court to remove yourself as a moderator. On YouTube, I still need to figure it out. I'll figure it out later. But I'll follow you forever, brother. Oh, Peaceful Kevin, thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of it. If you stop following me, I'll have this clip, and I'll be like, he promised. Are you sure you want to hold me? You want me to hold you to it? I'll hold you to it. Thanks for saying that over there. Okay, so yeah, I'll hold you to it. But you're all the way on the East Coast. What am I going to do? Show up? No, I might anyways. The live stream experience doesn't have me traveling at times. I'm supposed to leave. No, let's not talk about that. Anyways, this is the outfit of today, but it is nighttime, and, well, I kind of want to... Yeah, it feels really good when you do that. If you don't wear a tie, and you don't know how that feels, well, you're really missing it. You're going to go get some rest. Good night to you, Kiki. Everyone give Kiki shout out. Tell her she does a great job at being a moderator over there on YouTube. I do appreciate her jumping in and being in the conversation. She makes announcements here and there, and she does post a little bit of this and that within the live chat here on YouTube, helping you get to the Discord server. She was talking to the people that were here, and she was like, woot woot. She let people know she turned it off after she was done watching Bad Bunny's halftime show. And I really do appreciate our little mermaid being in the room. So which are the best of dreams tonight? She was in the live stream earlier, and she was letting us know that she was hoping to dream about potentially swimming around in the Atlantic Ocean and stumbling across things that are of value and then having to deal with pirates. She wants to have more of a magical adventure rather than like a day in the office, and she wants it to be under the water. If you can give her positive energy and potentially good thinking, that's right, think for her positively and throw that in her general direction, you know, what we put out there in the universe ends up having some sort of reality stance. And if you just can help her out with getting that dream she wants tonight, once again, she wants to swim around in the Atlantic Ocean, discover treasures of sorts, and have to deal with pirates. That's right. Of course, she's not going to get hurt. But Ben, don't forget your Kiki's seahorse too. Oh, right. She's a little mermaid, but I'm like the seahorse companion, kind of like how Flounder is Ariel's, but Kiki has me following her around as a seahorse. It's not weird at all. No, it's also her dream, so I have little say. But she gives me my rights, and she doesn't put me in uncomfortable situations. So I have to say that Kiki really is good at involving me in her dreams. If you're trying to get into Kiki's dreams too, and you're like, look at a picture of her or something, and you're like, oh man, I hope to get in this girl's dreams. I mean, it took me a while, so maybe it'll take you a while too. Or did it take me a while? Kiki, how long did it take for me to be in your dreams? The ocean is the motion, indeed. Kiki, oh, okay, so we're still waiting on a response from Kiki on how long it took me to like get into dream status, which it's hard. I'm not admitting to that, Ben. Okay, good. Kiki, don't do it. I'll admit it for you. Kiki, it took her. It was just a couple weeks ago that she was able to start letting me be in her dreams. I asked for permission, of course. And I also asked that she still allowed me to have my right, because it's still me, but I'm as a seahorse in her dreams. I still have a beard, yes. What a great question. Anyways, give Kiki a send-off and be nice to her in the ways that I do appreciate it, as in just by saying something positive. You know, just be like, have a good night, or you did a great job modding, or enjoy that dream in the Atlantic Ocean where you discover some treasure and get harassed by some pirates who then you end up defeating with your clever seahorse pal that is your companion. Yeah, I'm thinking about anything else I want to add to that. No, finding the Titanic is bad luck. It really is. People die going to the Titanic. And that's not like a fun fact. That's like a sad fact. Does anyone have any sad facts? If I was to mention what type of... Wait, no. If I was to live in the ocean, do you think I would be a squid? Wait, no. If I was a lizard, do you think that I would have a detachable tail? Wait, would I be an iguana? Do iguanas have detachable tails? Would I be an iguana? Am I an iguana? No, I'm not an iguana. What type of lizard am I? Am I a lizard? Like, if I had lizard-like qualities, which lizard would I most be like? This is a very sensible question. I'm not sure. I'm having somewhat of a lizard life crisis in some ways. I'm having fun talking. Anyways, welcome to my live stream experience. It is fun to watch me play the Mario Kart. I already played this round. But if I was a lizard, what type of lizard would you say I would be? A sad fact is all the kittens... Yes, kittens do end up passing away at times. I like chameleons better. Cool lizard, so I'd be a really cool lizard, but I'd probably be the one that said with Melody once, she wants me to be a chameleon. A chameleon. I don't know how to play the piano, but I do know how to play it therapeutically. But I don't know how to play it traditionally. But we are going to end this live stream probably within the next 20 minutes. I am here for you if you're here for me for just a wee bit longer. It is here on TikTok and on YouTube where you can rewatch it on the YouTube. Not fluidly, though, because it disconnects and reconnects. I do apologize. It is a live stream experience that has a weak connection at times, sometimes a strong connection. Yeah, if I was a bird watcher, what type of birds would I end up watching? I mean, I asked earlier, and I don't think anyone let me know in the chat, so I'm circling it back. I mean, I come and go indeed. The Karma Chameleon? Karma Chameleon? Oh, that's a song. I'm back, my internet disconnected. Oh, that's unfortunate. Anyways, we're here in these places of the internet where we have a bad connection, then a good connection, then a bad connection again, then a good connection. If I was a triangle, which corner would I be? If I was like a triangle, which corner would I be? Yeah, if I was a triangle, Which corner would I be? Yeah. Or if I was a box, I guess. What color box would I be stuck in? If I was stuck in a box, what would the color of the box be? The chameleon entangled? Said Melody always admires that movie Tangled. Said of Melody's favorite Disney movie is Tangled. Did you guys know that? I just found out because I made it up. She never said that, but I'm saying it. It was a bird. You could watch me, Ben. If I was a bird, you could watch me, Ben. Okay, I'm done. Bye. Wait, no. Stay, Kiki. Just fall asleep with me on, so then you can hear my voice. No, go to bed. I don't want to keep you up. I want tomorrow, Kiki. Get a good night's rest and dream the dreams. It's Aladdin. Because it's frozen. And it disconnected. But it's coming back. Welcome to the live. Remember to guard your privacy and community guidelines. Now, this is happening still, but it is hard for it to connect. So we are having a bit of an issue still, it looks like. It's back on. It should be. Anyways, the live stream. Bye-bye, Kiki. Thanks for liking the live stream, and thanks for being part of the live stream experience. Kiki! Anyways, the live stream. Has my Kiki leave me? Did your Kiki leave you? Kiki? Why you don't want to see me no more? I do have fun talking. And I don't necessarily know everybody in the live stream, but I know Kiki. Anyways, the live stream has the best of the bests. If you're not here, well, you're still a good person. I still think you're one of the best. But if you are here, you're definitely the best. Thanks for subscribing and liking. I do appreciate that. It's nice to have you here. Desiree Reed. I hope I said your name right. Desi girl? Yes. I don't know how to play the piano, so don't recommend any songs. But I do know for you guys looking as dapper as I can. Actually, I want to take all this off. I want to go inside and go to bed. It is a Sunday night, and I'm eating a little bit more. Ending the live stream with me playing the piano and giving you the ability to look at me. I'm looking straight back at you. Yes, I am. Thanks for being in it. It's been so much fun to hang out and talk about how great of a performer Bad Bunny is and how questionable of a performer Kid Rock is. As the music was weighed in this live stream experience, I don't think that I don't think that Kid Rock's music is appropriate anymore. But I get it. People like the American. Is it American to have it be like? I guess I don't know. He doesn't have any America songs, right? I'm trying to remember. I don't think he has any songs where he's like, "I'm proud to be an American" type of thing, or like "Here in America," or like. Whereas in Bad Bunny seems to acknowledge his roots and his culture and the things around him. Whereas in Kid Rock's more like party culture, which I don't really do that anymore. So I don't know. I'm just not really into his. I was surprised to see that he doesn't release more music, or he didn't continue to release more music, or maybe I'm not surprised. But whatever happened to that kid? I stopped talking. What? He dated Kendall Jenner? Who is that? Yeah, who's Kendall Jenner again? Can someone, I'm trying to. Kendall. Who is he? Who's Kendall? The Kardashians. No, Kendall's, no. That's not a Kardashian. That would be a Kendall. Kendall's not Armenian. You mean like the... Oh, you mean the, Dang, I don't know what she looks like. Crap. I should know this. But she's not Armenian, so I don't think I would favor her. The Kardashians obviously are Armenian, and even though they're half, they're still Armenian. And as we are a culture that has gone through quite a bit, and the Armenians have been scattered across the entire world after going through such a genocide, which we don't talk about that technically very often, because I don't like talking about it, but it's not necessarily a subject I shy away from. But it is also like, you know, I don't necessarily like everything they're doing, but I do like that they're part of the Armenian culture, because, you know, it pretty well, you almost got like eliminated. Like, my uncles, my grandfather, not great grandpa, my grandpa. I'm second generation. I met the people that lived through the genocide. It's not necessarily something that happened like, you know, many generations ago. My grandpa really was able to get out of Armenia, along with his sister and his brothers and his, some of it, no, not all of it, not everyone survived. Not all of his brothers survived. Not all of my uncles. I'm sorry. It's not called that. So when it's a great uncle, if it's, wait, no, my grandpa's brothers are still uncles, but it's a little weird. It's hard to like break this down, right? So I forgot what I'm supposed to call them, but I think that there's actually a term I'm supposed to use. But my grandpa lost siblings and his parents in the genocide, and was able to only get to America from like basically being poor and just trying to get over in circumstances that were not necessarily ideal, like rowboats to big ships to other ships, to Ellis Island, to living on Ellis Island for like almost a full year, and then getting off Ellis Island and then making his way to California because he stalked my grandma. My grandpa was a gangster. Yes, those Armenian genes. Yes, those Armenian genes. Since we're on the topic, we're just letting it happen. The great grandma went through Ellis. Your great grandma went through Ellis Island? That's impressive too. Yeah, I'm like a rarity of the lineage of, because my dad was born at such a late time in my grandparents' lives that, you know, he was like, they were like 40 in their 40s when they had my dad, and then they passed away when I was in my teens. Well, one passed away when I was a kid, and then the other passed away when I was in my teens. And, you know, I still got to talk to the traditional Armenians that were back from the homeland, or that were from the homeland, were kicked off of. Part of Armenia doesn't exist anymore that they lived in. So they lived in a part of Armenia that technically isn't there anymore because it's considered Turkey. It's not considered Armenia. Like, that's just kind of what ended up happening. I do still have family that does live in Armenia as well. Do I talk to them? No. Should I? I know I could stay with them if I go over there because I know who they are, and other family members have taken the time to talk to them. But, you know, they don't necessarily like, they speak Armenian, and I don't speak Armenian very well, so at all. She came here 6 months after the Titanic sank. Intentionally? She was like, oh, the Titanic sank, I need to get to America. Is the Titanic a reason why some people migrated over here? Because of the maritime laws being ridiculous and maybe it being safer? I'm Armenian, but I don't know anything about the culture. My father... Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, be in my live stream. You can learn a little bit about it every once in a while. She is Kendall Jenner. Back to Kendall Jenner. I just don't know. I can't picture what she looks like. So I don't know what she looks like. But apparently she dated Bad Bunny or something like that. But I don't think Kendall Jenner is of the Armenian descendants, because the Kardashians are only Armenian because of their father's side. Their mother is, I think, just white or Italian or something else. It's Piano Talk, and I'm Benjamin James Magrdichian, but I am wrapping up Piano Talk here with you. Kendall is the only childless one. Oh, like the only one that doesn't have a kid? That's interesting. So you're saying, right? Are you saying I have a chance, Melody? Joking. I don't even know what she looks like. I probably do. I just can't recollect it. I can't envision it in my head. But I'm sure she's beautiful, or at least capable of looking beautiful with the makeup and the editing of whatever needs to be edited to make sure people look beautiful. It's fun to make live streams. It's fun to be beautiful at times as well. But I consider myself more of like a moderately handsome guy. But then other people are like, no, you're just handsome, which I really do appreciate that. And I do appreciate people coming in. If you can manifest it, King, if I can manifest what? Oh, you talking about me like making it with said gal? Anyways, it's fun to make these live streams happen, and I can't wait to be part of another live stream with you. So be a follower and come back. We've made it to 99 minutes. It's 10:06. I like to finish my live streams before 10:30. Actually, it makes my life better in general. Balance. It's all about balance here online, and I do try to make the balance happen. And it was fun to give my thoughts on how I felt about the halftime show and how I was amazed by the artistry and the overall production value that was there. The camera crew really brought it together with that moving shot of just basically moving along with the artists as the artist went, and artists, because there were three different performers, but Bad Bunny was the headliner, and clearly the camera operators and the overall production was very well planned out. They had a lot of really good artistic shots. They clearly hit their marks, which are always impressive to see. Shout out to the colleagues of my line of work. I don't know if anyone I know actually worked on it, but there's a possibility. But it is fun to make it happen in these live stream experiences with me acknowledging the artists that are out there doing things, as well as me being in the live stream experience with you, and you being in it with me, with the viewers, and all of the others in the live stream experience. We got the moderators here as well. We're going to thank the moderators. We'll wrap up the live stream. I really want to keep eating, but it's in front of me. You should watch the BTS special. Maybe on the Discord server. Oh. Oh, the guy that directed the Bad Bunny one is directing theirs. You sold me. He did a really good job, so I'm down to do that. The live stream experience is disconnecting and reconnecting on YouTube, and it looks like we're back online here on YouTube. I really don't know, though. Let me check. We're checking. Oh, right. Tonight I want to watch Children of Men. Right, I was going to watch a movie tonight. I was supposed to stop this earlier. So I've been craving and really wanting to watch Children of Men. I know I have to purchase it in order to watch it because I don't own it and none of the streaming platforms have it on there. But Children of Men is a great movie. They're not telling me to talk about it. I'm not being sponsored. I'm not a sponsor of that movie in any way, telling you to watch it. I'm not getting there's no incentive for me to even mention it. And yet I'm doing so because it's that good. But the thing that I do have an incentive to mention is Ice Water, which is the unofficial live stream sponsor. The incentive is the fact that it's just delicious. That's right, delicious, tasty, refreshing, and hydrating. Give yourself some ice water. Children of Men is about Baby Shark Doo-Doo. Oh. What's it about, though? Children of Men is about a dystopia world where people can't have kids anymore. So no one has kids, all the schools have shut down, and society is a little more... It's like people just can't have kids anymore. But then this one girl ends up getting pregnant and has a kid. And it, like, changes a lot of people's perspective. Like, people are like, crap. Like, that's mankind. Like, there's this one scene in Children of Men that always gets me. And it's like, the woman... There's, like, a war going on. There's, like, people fighting. And the woman that has the baby starts crying. And people could hear the baby crying, and everyone stops fighting. And she walks, like, through the crowd of people that were at each other's throats just a second ago with guns and fighting. And everyone just, like, stopped, was quiet, and let her pass through. And it's something I want to rewatch. I want to rewatch that scene. I want to rewatch the entire movie, actually. It's a really good movie. It's a really great movie. And that is something I did want to watch tonight. I don't know if I have enough time, but I think I'm going to stop my live stream and try to watch it tonight. I'm going to buy it on the Apple Store. That's right, I'm going to buy a movie tonight. Encouraging you to do the same. Do try to join me. I'll try to start it up as soon as I can. Anyways, the live stream experience is here in these places and spaces with me saying thank you to my moderators here on YouTube first. The moderators here on YouTube are Brandon, Liz, Gabby, Peaceful Kevin, Sarita Bonita, Danita Bonita, Juliet, Miranda, Rosanna, Noah, Leo, Dougie, Lauren, Natalia, Jam, Ray, the Gatekeeper, our River Odyssey out of the group. We also have Casual, that Foxy Delita, a Texan known as Iris McGrath, who's actually not a Texan. I just like saying that. Yeah, she's not a Texan, but it does sound Texas, right? McGrath. Anyways, we also have a little mermaid known as Kiki. She was in the live stream experience interacting with you. You can also come back and be part of a conversation with them on a daily basis. I don't know which of them dropped in and were here, but I do appreciate my moderators as they make it a place and space for me to hang out with you and for you to hang out with them. Now, you can follow my Discord server and you can also follow me on Instagram. I'm going to stop the live stream here on YouTube and then stop the live stream on TikTok. So I'll be live on TikTok for about 2-3 more minutes and the live stream's going to be over. But thanks for liking and sharing it. And I look forward to seeing you in future live streams. Be a subscriber and be here on YouTube daily for me to be able to entertain you. It's a pleasure. I do at least 90-minute live streams a day. But I did a 50-minute one earlier, and I did a 107 or 108-minute one right now. So thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you and then future live stream experiences. Toodaloo to all you wonderful people here on the YouTube. Follow me on Instagram and join that Discord server of mine and continue to watch me live streaming on TikTok for just a little longer. But I'm also live on Twitch as well at times. Follow me in all the places and spaces you can. Toodaloo for now.